Hey, maybe you ended up here because you Googled, how do I get started with Feng Shui? How do I Feng Shui? I want to Feng Shui now, or what's the first thing I can do to get Feng Shui going and working for me in my house? And that is exactly why I created this video, to answer all of those questions. As somebody who started practicing Feng Shui over 8 years ago, maybe even 9 now, I understand what it's like to have this wonderful thing called the internet that gives you so much information and can answer so many of your questions. But actually, when you Google something like, how do I Feng Shui? How do I get started with Feng Shui? You will be inundated with different types of advice, different ways to get started. You will be finding people that call themselves Feng Shui masters. You will see also random blogs talking about the fast 3 spring cleaning Feng Shui tips. I just got interviewed for one of those. And all of them are very helpful and they're great and they're fun, but at a certain point when you're really serious about fixing the energy in your house, you want like one go-to. And that's who I am. I'm Jeanette Sizikowski, your go-to Feng Shui consultant. I want to make it easy for you to just get started with Feng Shui. I want this to be your go-to channel where you can slowly pile on these videos and make more and more progress with your Feng Shui. So we're getting started at the beginning, which is, how do I get started? What do I need to do first? That's what this video is for. Let's get into it. So the first thing I recommend you do is not something that you'll find in the ancient texts that started Feng Shui 5,000 years ago, or something that you might read in a book. This is, if we're working together and you want my advice, the first thing I think you should do, in all of my years of trial and error and getting started and teaching myself Feng Shui before I went and got certified, find out your personal energy number. I feel so strongly about this. I created a free guide called Discover Your Personal Energy Number. You click the link in the description of this video, you plug in your birthday, and I've created a full chart that shows next to your birthday what your personal energy number is. The reason you want to know your personal energy number is because then it is associated with lucky directions. It's associated with other elements that are supportive to you. It tells you your personal element. And so all of these are important to starting to balance out the energy in your space. Feng Shui is the study of how your environment affects you. And similar to all traditional Chinese medicine modalities, it balances out the 5 elements: fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. So when you find out where you are in that elemental cycle, you then know how to support your energy. So for example, if you are personal energy number 8, you are the earth element. Fire supports earth, metal weakens earth a little bit, but it's still a smooth cycle, whereas the wood element clashes with earth, and so you don't want a lot of wood in your space potentially. These are the things, before I get into all that, you want to find out what your element is so you know what elements are supportive to add into your space so that they're also supportive to you. Contrary to popular belief, or what BTB Feng Shui might tell you, Feng Shui is not one size fits all in the slightest. Real Feng Shui is based on when your home is built, the direction it's facing, and the energy coming to it, the forms inside of your home. But how can you do that? How can you start using Feng Shui for free if you don't know all of that other information? That's where the personal energy number comes in. You start supporting you and your energy, whether or not you know what actual energy is present in your space. I have plenty of other YouTube videos that talks about what is classical Feng Shui actually, how does it actually work, and we get into those details, but this is basic beginner. Find out your element. Now that you know your element, you can see from that guide what element supports you and the colors that are associated with supporting you. But quickly to go through it, if you are the earth element, fire supports you, fire colors, fire objects, fire shapes. If you are the fire element, wood supports you, wood colors, shapes, objects. If you are the wood element, water supports you, water colors, shapes, objects. If you are the water element, metal supports you, metal, shapes, colors, objects. And if you are the metal element, earth supports you. Again, the colors, the elements, or the colors, the shapes, and the objects associated with earth. So you play with that. In future videos and more elaborate videos like this other one I created about how to balance the Feng Shui elements, you can go watch that to get a little bit more in depth. But right now we're just going through the steps. So you discovered your personal energy number. Now you're looking through your house to see if you have these elements that support you. Now take that element that's supportive to you and check for it in your home. The main areas that are best to really focus on in Feng Shui, especially if you have a big house, you don't know where to start. Are all of the rooms important to have optimal Feng Shui? No. You can never have a perfectly Feng Shuied house. It's impossible. And also it's a lot to try and maximize the energy all throughout the house. The main areas in Feng Shui, or 3 of the 4, are the bedroom, your office, and your front door. Those are my 3 I recommend for you. Sometimes people include the kitchen, but today we're not going to focus on the kitchen. Today we're just focusing on how to make energy in your space feel good for you. So at your front door, if your personal energy number is, if your personal element is whatever it is, do you have the element that supports you at your front door? So if you're the fire element, do you have plants or teals, greens, blues at your front door supporting your personal energy element? And your office, if you are the water element, do you have metal supporting you in your office? Do you have the colors silver, gold, white, gray, round objects? Do you have metal supporting you in your space? And then lastly, in your bedroom, if you're the earth element, fire is a tricky one. We don't want to overdo it with reds, oranges, hot pink walls, but do you have some candles in the bedroom? Do you have some soft pinks potentially? Mostly candles are the perfect bedroom. It's a nice zen. Do you have cool low lighting in your bedroom to support you? These are the things you start to check for. Feng Shui is the study of how your environment affects you, and by you, it means your personal energy. So now you know your personal energy number, your personal element, and in that packet, your lucky directions. So how can you start using the elements in your environment to support your element? After you've added in more of just this supportive element that helps you start to feel a little better in your space, and okay, now I know what to kind of decorate that's sort of foolproof, then we start to layer in what's the actual energy of your home. That's where you can add in the annual energy. So every month I talk about the monthly Feng Shui forecasts. I put out a video for those and I talk about the elements present and the energy present. You can start to balance out your energy with the energy coming in for the month. Same thing with annual. I talk about what energy is coming in annually. So if in this year we have 9 in the south, if 9 is in the south, which is the fire element, and your personal energy is earth, awesome, it's already smooth. But if you're metal, fire and metal needs to be smoothed out. And so if south is your office and you have fire coming there, but you're metal, you want to add in some more of that earth element so that you mix well with the energy coming to your office. So there's so many layers, but I'm keeping this short, brief, and sweet so that you know how to start layer 1. Find out your personal energy number with your personal element. Decorate with that in mind. You also know now that the bedroom, office, and front door are the 3 areas to focus on in the beginning. Declutter those, clean those up so that you can then support it with the element that's supportive to you. Working one-on-one with me is when we get even more in depth about what is the actual energy in your house that you're mixing with. You know that annual energy changes, monthly energy changes, but when your home was built, it captured certain energy. And so that might also be why you feel some conflict in your home or some stagnant energy in your home, because your personal element and your personal energy might not mesh well with the actual energy in the base of your home. That is the future, that is where you are going, but right now you're starting with the basics of this video. If you're ready to go to the next step before waiting for these videos to come out, before waiting to see how to layer it all in, you did just find out your lucky directions along with your element and your personal energy number. What you can do next is Feng Shui for your lucky directions. I created a self-paced guided mini course that helps you optimize the lucky directions specific to you in your house. Everybody based on their personal energy number has 4 lucky directions: lucky career, lucky success, lucky career, lucky relationship, lucky health, lucky sense of self and spirituality direction. So once you've balanced the element and boosted that, you start to feel good. How can you make it, the energy in your lucky directions, work for you in the background, and make your home feel even better, present you with even more opportunities? Feng Shui for your lucky directions is the perfect second step to this video. If you enjoyed the basics in this video, then definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also hit the like button if you liked it just a little bit, because you want to be alerted as these Feng Shui videos come out. You can slowly start stacking these free Feng Shui tips that I give you in these free YouTube videos, right? Rather than wasting time Googling, searching, getting confused by all the different teachers, these all stack on top of each other. Next thing you know, you've applied 10 different videos and you feel so much better in your space. Slowly, you will transform a life that you kind of just tolerate into one you treasure. Now that you know your personal element and you know the 3 main areas of your home, if you don't decide to do Feng Shui for your lucky directions, the next best step is to watch this video, Feng Shui for your front door. Remember I said the main 3 areas to look at are your front door, your bedroom, and your office? This video, I talk about how to Feng Shui at your front door.